point have become part of the problem. And just like the press focuses on, is the budget on time? The question isn't, is it a good budget? The question is it on time? Well, if Armageddon were coming down the pike, it wouldn't matter whether it's on time or not. It's Armageddon. The question shouldn't be here whether or not it's a good start. The question should be, it's time to finally wage war. And to the good members who are in this chamber on both sides of the aisle, I was the first Republican, if not the only Republican in this state, to stand up and ask Joe Bruno to step down 2 years before his indictment. My mom said it was courageous. Most people knew it was dumb because it put me in the darkness with my own party for 2 years, but it was the right thing to do. It's time to stand up and fight for the people in this state and enact serious reform. Thank you. And of course, and of course, you see how they cut me off right on the dime, right? Oh, yeah. I mean, there are members on the other side of the aisle who diarrhea for the mouth for about 7.5 minutes over the 5, but they're allowed to go and go and go. But Greg Ball, cut him off right now. Shut off his microphone.
We should make mention that the attempt to override fell flat, and the Senate didn't have the votes to override. So
and it did. I mean, you have a little bit of political play going back and forth. The governor, in this instance, is trying to do the right thing, whether it's because he needs to get back up in the polls and it's an election year. That's the unfortunate reality. Is that why does this always become an issue 6 months before an election? And there are some real structural issues that need to be dealt with. And at the end of the day, the incumbents don't want to make it easier for them to be challenged.
Sure, just stands to reason. It's just
there's a lot that could be done if you pass term limits in the state, passed a fair and independent redistricting commission, and either outlawed or made transparent outside income. You change the culture of Albany.
Mm-hmm. Okay, for term limits. Period, or just
Absolutely.
Term limits for leadership?
I term limited myself in the Assembly. I'll term limit myself moving forward, and I support them 100%.
Okay.
You need people going in and out. This can't be welfare for the rich and famous. Okay. You know what I mean?
All right, very good. About 3 minutes left. We're going to talk about green energy. It encompasses so much. You want to bring green energy to Putnam County.
Putnam County, absolutely. I recently have been appointed chair of our Energy Commission in Putnam County, and one of the initiatives that we have is we're looking towards a solar farm, an energy generation system. Now, I liken energy to a budget. You have your income and you have your expense. Well, the same thing with energy. You have your consumption and you have your alternative means of energy. Now, we're so dependent on foreign oil, we need to break free from it. And so what I'm proposing is this solar farm of photovoltaic cells. We're looking at
that's an SAT word.
Photovoltaics. There you go.
Nice. pH. Okay.
PV. Yes, and we're also we're looking at various other ways of savings, replacing light bulbs in your home, doing a public awareness campaign, as well as doing some things within the county itself, saving energy in the county's budget. Replacing those lamps and perhaps putting some solar panels on the buildings themselves to offset the energy consumption through standard electrical venues. So more to come. Mm-hmm. There are so many other ways that you can save on your energy at home, as well as that we can wean ourselves off of. What is the word?
Fossil fuels?
Fossil fuels. Thank you very much. There you go. That's the other SAT question I didn't get right.
It's also another word for the New York State Senate, but we won't.
Fossil fuel.
Don't mean to get you in trouble, Ted.
They'll be wishing me good luck
You won't
in all
be
my
here
future
next week.
endeavors. So, be swinging a pick somewhere. Will people notice an immediate savings with this? I mean,
well, with the personal changes that we can make, like lighting, like energy smart appliances and things of that nature. Absolutely, there are ways of tracking it. There are mini meters that you can purchase to put beyond the device, and that immediate feedback will further, help you to further look for other ways to save. If you put that meter on your old washing machine, and when you change the washing machine over, you put it on the new, and you see, wow, I've cut my usage by 25%. You're going to start to see a pattern. You're going to create your own pattern because of the incentive that you've gotten from it.
I was going to say that would incentivize most people
Right.
to see the savings, and they just
Right.
want to save as much as they can.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you have to make sure that the price point and that it meets the needs of the market.
Right. Well, you know what? That's a struggle. The value add versus the intrinsic value. You know, you may put $10,000 into a photovoltaic system, but the person that may come down to buy your home in 5 years may not see that value, may not like the way it looks or what have you. I believe there's a way, or there should be a way, to put a real value on that, like a leads system, where there are specialists that create, well, not create, but monetize what you've done to the home.
Monetize is a good word too. That's a good one to end on.
There you go.
Yeah, Tony, we got to run.
This
Thank
is
you.
an educational program.
Tony Fusco.
Fusco from Putnam
Putnam County
Yes.
Legislator, Greg Ball, of course, you know him from the 99.
Yep.
Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you very much,
on
Dave.
this edition of Assembly Calendar. We'll see you soon. Thank you out there for joining us. Take care.